Welcome to Physiological Psychology. In this introductory video, we're going to talk about the resources that are available to you to help you navigate the course, as well as give you a general overview of the class. I'm not going to go through the syllabus in any great detail because I expect you to read it. First of all, you should read the syllabus. This is a great resource. Other great resources include Dropbox. All right, there's a link right here in the syllabus, as well as the Google Calendar. Here's the other link. Okay, the Google Calendar is going to show you everything you need to do. For example, you'll read Chapter 1 and watch Lecture 1. Hey, you're watching it right now. Way to go. It's just a very simple introduction. That's it. We're really going to get into the meat of it next week. Whenever you read Chapter 2, take the Chapter 2 quiz and watch Lecture 2. You'll notice that the quiz is before the lecture. Quizzes are prospective. You can find quizzes and lectures and everything else, like homeworks, for example, on Dropbox. So in Dropbox, here's everything organized in folders. Quizzes, here's the Chapter 2 quiz. Click on this. It'll prompt you to open up a new tab, and there it is. Quizzes are open to everything. Use whatever you want. I don't care. Just answer the questions correctly. All right, make sure you've done the reading. Use your notes. Use whatever you want, but do these on time. I won't accept late quizzes. You'll get a 0. The lectures are also going to be uploaded on Dropbox. They'll show up the day after the quiz. And it'll be a link to a YouTube video where I go through the slides and talk at you and tell you what I think is important from the material. Homeworks. Homeworks will be uploaded here. You'll click on this link. It'll prompt you to open a new tab, and then it will force you to make a copy. This will create a Google Doc on your Drive folder that has all the questions that I want answered. Homeworks are done in 2 parts. All right. Homeworks are covered here. The first thing you're going to do, make that copy and answer questions. That's it. Do all of your work on that Google Doc. Do not use another word processor. I need to see you work on this, and Google Docs will allow me to do that. If you use another word processor, I'll assume you're cheating and give you a 0. So don't use another word processor. Save us both a headache. Use Google Docs. Once you're done, you'll share your assignment with me. You can share by clicking this big blue share button up here. I'll review it, and then I'll send it out to one of your classmates for review. So I'm going to email you which classmate that I want you to share it with. You'll then click this big blue button and share it with them. Someone else is going to share their work with you, and then you have your second part of the assignment. You're going to review the exact same questions that you answered. So you're going to tell your classmate whether you think they've answered the question completely, if you think they left something out, if you think they got something wrong. You can make comments and tell them and give them feedback on their work. So this is a way for you guys to learn from each other. It might be a little different from what you've done in other classes, but this will give you a chance to act as a teacher, and you really don't learn anything until you teach it. So here's your chance. Okay, now it all starts with reading. Okay, so there's 2 things that you're going to need in this class. You're going to need the Physiology of Behavior, either the 11th or 12th edition, I don't care, and then Synaptic Self. This is a book by Joe Ledoux, and it's great. So you're going to read this, and you're going to write a little book review as part of your final project here. So let's talk grades. 60% of your grade will be determined based on how you do on exams. We have 3 exams. They are open everything, and I mean everything. Use anything you want. Use the internet. I don't care. Each exam is worth 20% of your final grade. I'm going to give you your exams on Fridays, and I expect them to be turned in on Mondays. You'll have some multiple choice questions, and you'll have some short answer questions. The material will be derived from the reading and from my lectures, as well as a couple of short excerpts from papers. So I'm going to have you read papers. I'm going to have you look at data and interpret it using what you've learned from class. These will be administered through Dropbox as a Google form. You'll complete the Google form on your own time. Just get them done. Get the exams done on time. Homeworks are worth 20% of your grade. Quizzes are worth 10% of your grade. These are very straightforward. You'll find them on Dropbox. So in the quizzes folder, you click on here, prompts you to open a new tab. There it is. And then your book review. You'll read Synaptic Self at your own pace. You could knock this out early on, or you can wait till the very last minute. Your call. The details are written here. Here's a link to another Google Doc describing everything I want from you. Okay, here's exactly what I want. Just like your homeworks, do the entire thing in Google Docs. Do not use another word processor or you will receive a 0. Here are the questions that I want you to address. All right. So it's kind of a book review, but it's more of read this book and then let's relate it to stuff from class. But you read this on your own time. Your final grade is going to be determined from your exams, homeworks, quizzes, and that book summary. Then the top 20% of the class or so will receive an A. It might be more than 20%. It might be less. Depends on the class. Those that get above average will get a B at the very least. Those that are below the class average will get a C, and those that are far below the class average will get less than a C. So you need to do better than your peers, just like in life. So when you're taking those exams, it doesn't make sense to cheat and work with your peers because you're competing with them to get a better grade. So you want to work independently. Meeting deadlines, do stuff on time, okay? Look at the Google Calendar. Don't be late. If you have questions, email me. Don't cheat, okay? Have some academic integrity. And if you want to see some junk that Lindsey Wilson College asked me to include, just follow this link and you can read all about this stuff. All right, if you have any questions, here's my email. Let me know. Anything that's not clear, shoot me an email. There's no such thing as a bad question. I want to make sure that everything is clear here. I think that the calendar is incredibly clear. For example, you'll be starting exam 1 on Friday, February 17th, and I expect it to be turned in on or before February 20th. You'll know exactly when to read and what to read, when to take which chapter quiz, and when to watch which lecture. It's all very straightforward. Again, any questions, email me. I'm looking forward to a very informative semester.